Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well. In the last video, I discussed about the general characteristics of the bone and the gross structure of the bone. Today, we are going to learn about inner structure of the bone. For that, we take the transverse section of the bone and the following structures are visible in the section. The outermost structure is the periosteum, which forms the outer boundary of the bone. Inner to the periosteum, that is matrix is present, and matrix is bounded internally by endosteum, that is another layer, and the innermost structure which is present in the bone is bone marrow. So here we are going to learn in detail one by one all the structures. Now I will enlarge this particular part of the bone and see the structure. This is the outermost layer and that is called periosteum. This is periosteum. Periosteum has two layers. Outer layer is made up of collagen fiber and the inner layer, here in the inner layer there is single layer of osteogenic cells. Here osteogenic cells are present, and these osteogenic cells, they differentiate to form osteoblasts, which are bone forming cells. So this is periosteum, which forms the outermost layer. The second layer is matrix, and matrix, which is present in the bone, it occurs in layers, and these layers are called lamellae. So this is this particular part, this is matrix. So in the bone, matrix is present in layers and that is called lamellae. So these structures are called, these concentric rings are called lamellae. In the center of the lamellae, you can see there is section of a canal, and this is called Haversian canal. Haversian canal is the characteristic of mammalian bone. These Haversian canal consists of vein, artery, nerve and osteocytes. And these canals, they are connected by a transverse canal, and that canal is called Walkman canals. So this is the transverse canal and its name is Walkman's canal. These Haversian canals, they run along the long axis of the bone. This is the long axis of the bone, and Haversian canals, they run along the long axis of the bone. Here in the matrix, osteocytes are present, and osteocytes, so these cells are present in the form of concentric rings. I will draw a single osteocyte and show you. So these cells are star-shaped cells, cytoplasmic processes, and these cells, they are present in a fluid filled space that is called lacuna. So this part here, this is called lacuna. Lacuna, they are connected to a fine channel that is called canaliculi. So this is canaliculi, and through canaliculi, osteocytes are connected with the other osteocytes adjacent to it. So this is osteocyte, this is canaliculi, and here the lacuna is present. So through canaliculi, the osteocytes are connected with the adjacent osteocytes to exchange, to transfer certain types of molecules. This Haversian canal and the lamellae along with the osteocytes, they form a system that is called Haversian system. Haversian, or it is called osteum. This was about the matrix. The next structure which is present in, we can see here, that is endosteum. So we'll see endosteum. From the inner side, matrix is bounded by another layer, and that is formed by endosteum. Endosteum is also having two layers. The outer, which is towards the marrow cavity, it is made up of collagen fiber. So it is endosteum. Here two layers are there. The outer, which is facing the marrow cavity, it is made up of collagen fiber. And the inner surface, which is towards the matrix, there is a single line of osteogenic cells. These osteogenic cells differentiate to form osteoblast, which is bone forming cell. So this is third structure, and the innermost structure, that is the marrow cavity. Here this marrow cavity where the yellow bone marrow is present. So this is marrow cavity. In the marrow cavity, yellow bone marrow is present, and yellow bone marrow, it is, though it is haemopoietic, but it forms blood cells only in case of emergency. These cells are haemopoietic, which forms blood cells during only emergency. Normally it doesn't produce blood cells. Blood cells are normally produced by red bone marrow. This was about the microscopic structure of the bone. Here I am leaving you with a question. Solve it. The answer has been given in the description.